Yeah, looking forward to the NCHC matchup, the rivalry. Obviously, anytime North Dakota and Denver plays, it brings out the best in both teams, and going on the road again here. So looking forward to the matchup and getting on the road here tomorrow.
Yeah, what do you think about going on the road? You guys have had a lot of success on the road this year. Denver's had a lot of success at home. Thoughts on just playing in someone else's building that's played well at home?
Yeah, well, starting with us, had success on the road, and I think it's just because, simplifying our game, playing good sound details and habits, playing on the road collectively as a group, and, situations where, our play away from the puck earns us the opportunity to have the puck and make good plays and be a threat offensively here. So I think just simplifying our game and having a road mentality and, playing some greasy road hockey.
Thoughts on the season Abram Wiebe's had for you guys this year?
Yeah, he's been really good in a lot of different areas, and last year I thought he had a really good freshman year coming in and learning from some older players, older defensemen, and now he's kind of carrying the torch. Him and Jake Livanovich have carried the torch for our younger defensemen, and Abram is, I think he symbolizes consistency in his game, and we were just doing video here the other day again, and when he's going to go back and break out a puck, he has a plan. He knows the next play, and he's investing in himself on a daily basis, which gives him an opportunity to be ready in games. To be an impact player, and he is, and that says a lot for a young guy in NCHC hockey and college hockey in general to make an impact, not only as a freshman but even more so now as a sophomore.
If you're describing his game to someone who's never seen him before, how would you describe him? What jumps out at you about him?
Steady, really steady. And obviously me being a former defenseman a long, long time ago, what you do is in that position, you take pride in yourself of being consistently steady in all different areas of the game, breaking pucks out, defending in your end of the rink, adding to the offense, jumping in the offensive zone, and then being a threat offensively too, of having a shot mentality where you're getting pucks to the net. And whether it's 5-on-5 or power play, he's done a really good job of creating offense, getting pucks to the net, and then knowing that you're relied on in key situations. He's that guy at the end of a period or end of a game. He's always on the ice because you want your most dependable guys out there. You have confidence as a head coach that you can just throw guys like that over the boards and they'll do the job. He's doing the job.
Without Perron on Saturday, I noticed James got some power play time. How did you guys decide to put him in and give him that opportunity? Well,
he's earned it. He's absolutely earned it. Dylan's come a long way in his game. I think the first thing that jumps out about Dylan James is his elite skating ability. He's got NHL caliber speed and skating ability. And I think, one of the things now is that his hands are catching up to his legs here in situations where he's making plays. He knows the next play. He's making plays. He's having confidence with the puck. And, just watching from the bench, when he's out there and being a threat offensively now with the puck is a big deal. But even penalty killing, he's always been a good penalty killer. But now, he'll forecheck on a penalty kill. He'll get the puck, and instead of just putting his body in and sealing a puck, he'll have it on his tape, and he'll put it all the way back to our end of the rink to eat up time. That takes a lot of poise and patience to do that. And I think he's really grown his game to a level where, he can be dependable in a lot of situations. And he's earned the opportunity of being that guy in a power play. Because one thing, whether you're net front or you're the middleman, sometimes situations where a puck goes to the net, you have to get the puck back. The retrieval part has to be a big deal. He's got elite speed and work ethic and compete to get that puck back on a retrieval on a power play as well.
What are some keys to defending a highly offensive team like Denver?
Eliminating time and space. I think that's a huge deal. I think, Alec mentioned to me, and we were just walking down here too, we went over our analytics a little bit about when they were in our building last time. I think, even though it wasn't the result we wanted, we did keep them to a low amount of shots, especially on Saturday night here. And I think that was typifies taking time and space away from a good offensive team. Their power plays clicking at a high rate. They've got really good depth with their group on 5-on-5 play here too. So I think it's a big situation of making sure that we cover ice, take a lot of time and space away, make it hard on them, and try to get the puck back to play in the offensive zone.
I think it's been probably a month since you guys have had more than 2 power plays in the game. Is there something you think you guys can do to draw more, or just when you look at that, what?
That's a loaded question. That's a loaded question. Yeah, you know what? I think probably earning more power plays, and I think that maybe that is, keeping our feet moving. When we're in the corners and keeping our feet moving, and making it hard on the other team to defend us. Making it situations where, like, we play the right way. We're not a team that embellishes, and not a team that's going to cheat the game to try to get more power plays. But at the end of the day, I think we got to try to earn with possessing more pucks, trying to make it hard on the other team to drag us down or to try to nullify us into them taking a penalty. And I think it's just that part of it. I think the game evens out. Hopefully, it seems like right now we're getting 2 power plays a game. The other team's getting 4 or 5. Hopefully it evens out, and our discipline on one side has to be better, but on the other side, hopefully we can try to stir up 2 or 3 more power plays.
Cron status for the weekend?
He's out for the weekend. Yeah.
Obviously, you guys didn't have Cam Berg the last time you played Denver, but what are other ways that your team's been better since the last time you played them?
Yeah, you know what? I think it's our starts of the games. I think the third periods over the last couple of weeks have been kind of inconsistent, but I think our first couple of periods have been good. Our starts of the games have been good, and then just kind of building that 60-minute game and having obviously Cam Berg is a big part of him coming back into our lineup for a lot of different reasons. But everybody kind of playing to that level. And, I was here on a post-game press conference on Friday night, and, the thing that stood out about me was a few guys in our lineup, like Dylan James, that had outstanding games. And this is a time of the year where we need those games. We need those games from everybody. And hockey's not perfect, but at the end of the day of trying to get to near perfection by just doing the constant things that we talk about each and every day individually and collectively as a team.
You mentioned the Denver power play and the challenge of going up against them. How important was it to get some momentum on the penalty kill on Saturday night as well ahead of this weekend?
Yeah, that's huge. I mean, absolutely huge. And I think the biggest part, I think the things that's given us problems is once we are in the zone and we're killing 5-on-4 in the zone, teams that are getting looks and second opportunities are one thing. I think, to nullify that, and I think we've done a good job is our up ice pressure and in the neutral zone as far as trying to eliminate entries from the other team coming in. And I thought Friday we did a good job, even though we gave up a couple goals on Friday in zone. Saturday we did a really good job in zone as well as covering ice through the neutral zone. So, I think it's a situation about putting pressure early before they get into our zone, and once we get into the zone, then kind of doing a job of getting a puck on our tape, clearing plays, and make them go up and down the ice a lot.